Hello and welcome back to Afro-Vision-Network. Today we'll be diving deep into a critical issue affecting Black families across America: how the demolition of HUD fair housing grants by DOGE is putting our communities at risk. And in this video, we'll break down what's happening, why it matters, and what the implications are for fair housing and economic stability. For decades, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, has been the backbone of federal efforts to enforce the Fair Housing Act, ensuring that all Americans, regardless of race, can access safe and affordable housing. HUD funding supports nonprofit organizations that investigate discrimination, provide legal assistance, and educate the communities on their rights. These grants has been especially vital for Black families who continue to face the enduring legacy of redlining, segregation, and discriminatory lending practices. Recently, a series of funding cuts has sent shockwaves through the fair housing community. Under the directive of the Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, a body associated with drastic federal cutbacks, HUD terminated nearly 78 fair housing initiatives program grants totaling over $30 million across 33 states. These grants are the lifeline for many fair housing groups that worked tirelessly to combat discrimination. With the funding suddenly pulled, organizations are forced to shutter critical programs, lay off staff, and reduce services. This isn't just a budgetary decision, it's a direct attack on the infrastructure that protects Black families from systemic housing discrimination. So why does this matter so much for Black communities? Black families have long been disproportionately affected by housing discrimination. Historical practices like redlining have created lasting barriers to home ownership, wealth building. These funding cuts mean fewer resources to fight back against discriminatory practices such as racial steering, unequal access to affordable housing, and predatory lending. Studies have shown that areas with strong fair housing enforcement see lower rates of housing discrimination and greater economic mobility. When organizations can no longer investigate or challenge biased practices, the result is a return to an environment where discriminatory tactics flourish unchecked. This is not only does not only affect where Black families live, but also their ability to accumulate wealth, a cornerstone of economic stability. These cuts are a part of a broader political strategy. Critics say that by dismantling these grants, the administration is sending a dangerous message that civil rights enforcement in housing is no longer a priority. Civil rights leaders like Senator Elizabeth Warren and Representative Maxine Waters have warned that these actions could reverse decades of progress in fair housing, effectively paving the way for a resurge of segregation. Without robust federal oversight, local jurisdictions may lack the tool to enforce fair housing laws. This could lead to more unchecked discrimination, further concentrating poverty in certain neighborhoods and widening the racial wealth gap. In an environment where discrimination is left for fester, Black families face not only the loss of housing opportunities, but also the erosion of their community stability and long-term economic prospects. The fight is far from over. Community advocates and fair housing groups are mobilizing, filing lawsuits, organizing protests, and urging local leaders to hold the administration accountable. It's essential that we raise our voices, inform our communities, and demand that our government stand by its commitment to equal housing opportunities for all. We encourage you to learn more. Share this video. Support this organization. Support the organizations that's fighting for fair housing rights. Your voice matters in this critical struggle for equality and justice. In summary, the demolition of HUD grants, DOGE, isn't just a bureaucratic maneuver. It's a policy shift that puts Black families in significant risk by dismantling the protective framework that has long been a bulwark against housing discrimination. By understanding these issues and staying informed, we can all play a role in the fight to fair, equitable housing. Thank you for watching. If you have found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Afro-Vision-Network. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on issues that matter to our community. Stay informed, stay empowered, stay together. Let's build a future where every family has a place to call home.
Social Security, by the cuts to entitlement programs across the board. We as a community have to understand that we have to start waiting for Superman to a system that treats us as being second class or subhumans in America. There's a reason that these groups are going after the least of among us first, because they know that America writ large does not care about the least among us, or we would have done something about it first. $1 million contracts, then that we will hear more about that than when you're dealing with poor families that are just trying to get by.